Like, sit. 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 You come. You come. Sit. You're going too much. Sit. Sit. You come. Call. Let's give me call. Sit. You're not. Sit. Sit. Give me call. Good boy. Get to pick you up. All clothes are sorry.
You want me to wash them all too?
Look. If it's funny, I'm gonna get a draft of this one. Coffee cream just to run through here and get some of the room and all that stuff. Like open the back door.
I got copper cleaner in the van.
Yeah. Go. To the van. Go and work it up here so I can see what I can. How it's gonna work. I just put it in work. I just wanted to be clean. Probably gonna be up all the way anyway.
Well, you know you gotta be to work at 8 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah.
Did you say you had to be to work at 8 tomorrow?
That's the put in the softness with the candy cane. Get it from wrong. I see. Put all the clothes out the window. Yeah.
I'm getting rid of this, right? Yeah, then it's more room for the tree.
It's this, and everything else.
That it can go in toys and stuff.
Yeah, it's $100. That's early.
Check this out before you bring this up. Check how many times you tell them no when you start saying this to me.
You tell me though.
No, never sex. Never, I'll tell you no, no.
Sex, I don't be happy.
So you can come and talk about
No, I'm make sure.
Because you talking about sexual.
Yeah. No, I said when I'm tired. No.
You want another shot? Huh? Whoa, sorry, Juno.
If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness. Sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium.
Yo.
We'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners.
Should I listen to her?
Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
This body broke off.
You need this.
Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Handoff to the lone back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around them. So a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room. It's up. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Going to swing it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's up. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep slide.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. He got a positive gain. Still a couple plays here left to him.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Firing to the right, complete. Runs through a tackle. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner Schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. When these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Hey, Boo, you seen that gorilla movie?
It was on the counter, I think. I did see that joint somewhere though.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the run, still looking. The short hands, it's Singleton. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Scrambling away. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, got it. Wait,
How
one
nice
more
is it to have the
second.
home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Oh, look at them up top. About to break open.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying play action. Under fire. He's got him this time.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise in the Palace on the Perry on third down. Got it looking for a first. There he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
It's so difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking downfield. It's Knight. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was
You got catch that, man.
through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot. And if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Cobb. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for
Clyde, you
another.
gonna jump.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Snap in the shotgun. Finds his man. It's Cobb. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. With this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop. able to get that one off, it'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Offense in a bunch formation. With the catch, it's Burks.
Now you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back
We're going to pick one of them.
Who's guarding them?
I run RPO, so I know how to stop it. We're going to get one of them. The man job blocked me. I kind of thought that was coming too.
And a lot of times good things happen.
To the air, it's Mateer. Makes the grab. And they'll slide it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Okay.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Ott. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Lets it fly. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Free safety roaming the middle of the field. You can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football? Taking a great
you like that tree?
To pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Look.
He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. And he bumps it up inside the 20. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, this kickoff here, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
It's picked off, and they ruined the ball with a
Shit,
throw.
fluke this shit.
He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And if that don't light your fire,
this play.
We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis.
Hey, if it says a turning time, pull us a shot.
Jesse Palmer, and guys can't wait to get this one started.
Oh my God.
The Sooners will put total leather to crank us up.
Oh, they're not over there?
And he's going to bring this one out.
No longer. I work on Monday.
Saturday.
Merry Christmas.
Tomorrow. For today.
This is
This
what
was
we
great.
expected.
So go still find my thing.
He gets presents no
Double
more.
A. You ain't got no double A planes. I hope that shit gonna be. I'm trying to figure out what to put them on. Thinking about getting some plastic wrap.
And
And
you
then
can give
fluffing
all
it
the
up.
credit to the
And
crowd
then
for
putting
that
it
one.
in.
Offense, no
I don't know.
chance, and call for the false start.
Make some for us too. Double A.
Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses like phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season. This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's why I hate that decent shit. Second game always different.
Way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now up.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The give headed toward right tackle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Sategna. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive leads.
Second down, he'll throw it. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss, because that could have been worse.
Couldn't find his man last time.
It's the way you say extra dollar.
I'm about to say that extra dollar.
Wants to throw. It's Mateo.
You all right?
Got a man. It's Gibson. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
And the Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Off play action.
The phone ringing.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Making side adjustments here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the middle. And it's caught. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter.
Who is calling you?
We've reached the end
I
of
told you your phone was ringing.
Jerry, your phone.
Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second.
Sing happy birthday, boo.
You say out of my mouth. You
So
think I
after the
was
break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the floor.
They got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooner!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 70-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on third down. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Unloads to the right. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls in.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
Oh.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
Muted.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The offense changing the play. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Punt is in the air. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Throwing on the run. Brings it down on the right side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Knight. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I give credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch, nice catch.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
In the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He's got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Short. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the 1st. They will score! Touchdown, Tigers! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Good day, bro. I will. You about to eat some of them chips.
Get something going here late in the half. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's Mateer.
Oh, you gotta get that.
Hang on, it'll be 3rd down.
You gotta get that.
The football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice
Man.
target. His size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Same shit about to happen again, man. That shit crazy. Shit crazy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Sooners in the hurry up. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Mateer. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is hauled in.
That shit's so clean, huh? What the shit?
And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I love
Trust your quarterback. It's my fault for not having niggas back, though. That's my fault. Let me stay in the game.
First half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. They're set to kick it off.
Back, Ruby.
Now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle. It's Cobb. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down
Get your
the
ass.
receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Get your ass in the cage.
One more snap coming before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one. Oh, he's got some space. He's on the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown Sooners. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Missouri. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he was looking for his main man. He wanted to focus in on him. He wanted to force feed him the football. Nice job by the defense. Great coverage. Great job knocking the ball away.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Knight. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab on the big throw. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and and just on to the next down.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
That was terrible. That was a bad read. That was my fault.
What a play by this defense with a pick six.
Breaks on the football, makes the interception.
Decent, man. I thank you. We can start over again, or I don't know how you want to do it, but I just started over you and ain't played 2 quarters.
Oh, I had probably distracted, but
Oh, yeah, that's what I want right here.
If
Perfect,
punting is
bro.
a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness. Sitting just outside the rankings
Perfect.
and wanting what their opponent today
Exactly.
has, a spot in the top
Yes.
25. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Sooners will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Now they got to put it together, right? And then this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches. And so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass, it's Knight. Snagged in the middle, it's Cobb. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, that was the only place the quarterback could go with the ball. Finding his back out of the backfield, just couldn't make enough guys miss, and now it's 4th down.
Hunt is on its way. Now on the return. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Makes the grab. It's Brooks.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll move the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise in the Palace on the Prairie on third down. It's a pick. He threw it right into the double cover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can flip the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Makes the catch. It's up. At the 20, he's got space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Sooners have taken it inside the 20. They'll move the tight end. Trying to beat him to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. That time, he just dropped it.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Throws to the tight end. Trying to barrel in.
Those third downs are hard to execute. And when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder. But this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
Quarterback making checks. Barrels ahead. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Sooners want to move quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Sooner! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance you get. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Missouri. Games like these just mean more. Anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. The short hands, it's Simmons. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just need to crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Mateer. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the big tight end. Turning it on. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll pull it down. Across the 10. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole, chew up yards so fast, outrun fast guys. It's just really hard to stop in today's football.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Leaves it with the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around. And then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Kane. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to throw, it's Knight. Got a man, it's Cobb. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got a man in the middle. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Buys a little extra time. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one better.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise in the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Get it out on the screen. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The hand to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Gets it out fast. There he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Ott. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Pulls it in, it's up. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Auburn to the line in a hurry. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You got an extra DB. You got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I'll tell you, it's nice as a play caller when you know you don't have to call the perfect play. Even if it's not blocked properly, you know you've got guys like him who can make people miss.
And this whole offense gets energy from this guy because they love him, because he does that. He does the dirty work. Even if it's not blocked great, he'll make people miss, and he'll make huge plays for this offense.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games, and that guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Motion from the back. To throw, it's Knight. That's caught, it's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a crease. It's Ott. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Working the big fella to the corner. It's a running room. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You've got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are
Everything anybody else, I get that pick right there.
Explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Sooner. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Missouri. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to pass, it's Knight. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Hubs it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but defend the field position with the return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And a nice
Hey, you should have been sold your running back out, though.
It's really nice at this point in the game if you can
last you all season.
You have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Tatum. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. They'll run the screen. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. And the Sooners will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. All the way back to the 15. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Here's a throw downfield late. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great.
He's going for a big play downfield. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Guys, this is a really good